everyone, and why is my refrigerator door open? Because today we're taking some things out of this refrigerator and we're going to dehydrate it so we have it for months ahead. So stay tuned! March 20th, 1942. I varnished some pieces of Marion's bedroom and Anna Mae cleaned at Simon Crable's. Everyone, and welcome to Homestead Tessie. Today, I'm cleaning out my refrigerator and I'm going to dehydrate a whole bunch of produce. That way, we have it for the months ahead. One way of keeping food from spoiling is to dehydrate it. And I'm going to share with you just how I do it. Well, my friends, it's another Saturday, and that means I have to go through my refrigerator and find everything that needs to be used up. Today, we are going to dehydrate some foods. So let's get in this fridge and let's pull out the things that we can dehydrate so they don't spoil. Look how full that is. It's time for Tessie to get working. Take a look at all the things that we are going to dehydrate today. I like to dehydrate just about anything and everything. So I got these for 79 cents celery. So we're going to dehydrate celery today. We're also going to dehydrate the spring onions, the green onions. These were $1.19. We're going to dehydrate some cucumbers today. These are great on salads. We have some green peppers that I need to dehydrate. And some shredded carrots. We're also going to dehydrate, I found 2 lemons, and sprouts. We're going to dehydrate some sprouts today as well. I started cutting everything up, and I'll show you when I have my trays filled. While we're cutting up the celery, I wanted to share with you something that I do. Take the bottom of your celery and put it in water, and you can actually grow new plants. Here is my celery, and this is only 10 days old. Isn't that pretty neat? So really, you don't have to buy celery much anymore. You just keep them, and when the outer layers start to rot, you just take them, you just peel them away. And there is a new celery plant. The celery all cut up, and we're going to put them on our trays. Now, celery will dehydrate rather quickly. In fact, most of this food that I have here will dehydrate rather quickly. When cutting up the celery, you cut up the leaves and everything. You use everything in the celery to dehydrate. It makes it very good. Every once in a while, you'll see a bigger piece. Now, I have 4 dehydrators. So, this is going to take at least 2 machines. I'm not sure exactly how many it's going to make here, because the celery is the largest amount that I have. But I love dehydrating celery. Okay, so this gave me 3 trays, and this was 2 packages of celery. Okay, so we got that finished. And what I will do is I will keep these in a container with the onions, and so this would be just like a seasoning. So we're also going to take our sprouts. We have some sprouts here, and we're going to dehydrate our sprouts because they need to get used up. And they're going to look like a seasoning, so you're really not going to tell too much what they are, but when you add them with celery and dried other ingredients, it's very delicious. So there we go. We have 1 dehydrator full, and we have all of these fresh goodies that we need to work on next. So I'm going to clean up, go get another dehydrator, and we'll get started with cutting up the onions and all of the other produce. Alright, so now we're working on dehydrator number 2. And here we have some fresh onions. So we're going to cut up these onions like this. These are called spring onions. They almost will have a chive type flavor when they're done. No, I do not have a cutting board. So those of you who are noticing that, I do have a friend who is making me one. The little cutting board that my friend and subscriber Ellen gave me, I didn't want to use that for this. It was such a pretty cutting board. So we were going to do it just like this until I get a cutting board. So all those who are asking, that is why. So we're going to keep cutting these out. These dehydrate really quick. So it will not take long for these to dehydrate. So we're going to do tray number 2. And you can see I'm cutting them coarsely because it really doesn't matter because they will get paper thin. So I want to show you these, then we're going to put in water, and they will also grow new onions as well. So put them to the side. This is one of my favorite things to dehydrate because I love how these turn out when they're finished. Alright. In about 6 to 7 hours it will be finished. Most of the stuff here that I'm dehydrating will be finished by the end of the day. So when you want to do something like dehydrating, you want to start early in the morning. I'm going to cut the ends off of these cucumbers and then we're going to put them on the trays as well. So everything so far that I dehydrated is going to be a mix together, and the peppers are going to be mixed with it. So we have onions and we have peppers and we have celery. That's all going to go in a big bowl after it's dehydrated together. The cucumbers, of course, are going to be separate. We're not going to put that in with the mix. And I've not decided yet on the carrots if we will have that separate or not. But these items are all in the sauté category, where I'm going to use these all together. Really, really important that if you are going to get into dehydrating, you get one of these. These little screens are amazing because they help keep the food from falling in the slats. Take our carrots. Now, I never dehydrated carrots that have been shredded like this, but I had these shredded and I have to get them used up. So we're going to try it shredded and see what happens with them. Make sure you wash all of your produce before you put them in the dehydrator. This tray doesn't have a screen because I think I used up all of my screens. So we're going to thinly slice the cucumbers. And then this would be great in a salad. When you're making a salad, it makes a crunchy topping for a salad, and you're actually eating cucumbers. These will also dehydrate rather quickly. I'm going to finish cutting up these cucumbers and cutting up the lemons, and then I'll show you what this all looks like when we're finished. Alright everyone, so we are done with our dehydrating. So I wanted to show you, these are the peppers. So what I do is I put them all in a big bowl, just like this. And we're going to add most of these things together. So with the 2 trays of peppers, now the cucumbers are going to be separate. We're not going to add the cucumbers to the rest. So the cucumbers and the lemons are finished. Those will be in a separate bowl. And here are the carrots. Now these carrots, I am going to take my hands and break them up real fine. So those are the shredded carrots. So right now what we have is peppers and shredded carrots. And then these are the spring onions. They keep a very pretty green color. So those are how that looks. So there you go, my friends. The celery is not quite finished yet. You want to make sure they're all dry. Don't want any wet pieces. Okay, this tray is finished of the celery. Now you don't want to put them in jars hot. You want to let them go to room temperature. Beautiful, beautiful. And I'll share with you where I put them when they're done. Cool a little bit, and then they're all going to go in here. That is where I have some dehydrated mushrooms, red peppers, some celery. And also I put the sprouts in here. The sprouts look like that, and I can just crinkle with my hands and make it real fine. So then what I do is I just transfer them into this big glass gallon jug. And there you go, my friends. That, my friends, is how you take food from your refrigerator and you dehydrate it so you can have it for months on ahead, and nothing spoils and nothing goes to waste. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Everyone. Hey everyone, here's some other videos I thought you might enjoy. See you tomorrow.